As you might have seen on Twitter or on my Discord server Pericord, I've had the PK Control 1 for quite a bit now, about 2 to 3 weeks already. I've put quite some hours into it, especially because I actually enjoy the pad so much. So for those of you that don't know, this pad actually used to be around 10 to 12 US dollars over on AliExpress because it was on a sale there. It's still on sale now, but currently you can get this thing for about 17 US dollars. It's available in pink, gray, and also black. The pink version actually looks really nice in real life. It doesn't really come off as saturated on camera, but yeah, for $16 you're getting a rubber base, which is a very solid pad. It reminds me a lot of X-ray pads, rubber mouse pads, but this one is definitely a bit more rigid and also higher quality. Especially the stitching is pretty freaking awesome. And when I first ordered it, because people on Pericord told me to get it because it might be some potential banger, I thought it was just gonna be a trashy AliExpress mousepad, but this thing is pretty freaking insane for the price, especially compared to something like the Ghostlight's Focus that I've included in a control mousepad roundup before as well. So I don't actually have a Aqua Control 2 here in my mousepad stack, but people that have this mousepad as well have been telling me that this is almost a clone of a Aqua Control 2, which is a very popular balanced surface which you can use for any scenario, and you can definitely get some control out of it as well. It's overall a very balanced glide. It reminds me of something like the Hayate Atsu, for example, which I've been using quite a bit recently since I've got a new mid one as well. Beat-wise, these two pads are pretty freaking similar. And I also really like that the PK Control 1 is slightly textured and it just feels really nice. The implementation of the rubber base here is pretty firm. You don't get too much plush out of it. You can get a bit of control out of the base, but not more than that. It has never slid around on my desk whatsoever. As you can see, it's basically the same width as the freefall pad. The freefall is actually 450 by 450, so it's a square pad, whilst this PK Control is 450 by 400. It's 4mm thick, and the overall experience is incredibly consistent, and it's something I can recommend to anybody that doesn't care about the 450 width and doesn't see it as being an issue for them personally. Also, it actually comes rolled up inside of a cardboard box, but the pad instantly laid completely flat on my desk, and it has had no curls whatsoever, and it's just completely flat on my desk. And I'm pretty excited about this thing being available for $18 or something in that region. It constantly fluctuates over on AliExpress, but it has had over 600 sales on AliExpress already, and it's got 5 stars across the board, and I can definitely see why. It only took around 2 weeks for it to arrive for me. And yeah, if you're on a budget, or if you simply want to upgrade your mousepad for a low price, this thing is an absolute no-brainer. There's no reason not to go for it for a price this low, honestly, especially compared to other rubber-based pads being available for over $30. I also wanted to mention that I performed absolutely amazing on this pad. This is actually one of the very few pads that I've tried out recently where I just went in-game, played my very best, and didn't even think about what mousepad I was playing on. I didn't have that feeling of constantly thinking about something that is irritating me, or the texture being annoying, or it being too plushy, or it being too fast or too controlled. This thing I just zoned out with, and that is the most positive feedback I could possibly give on a mousepad like this. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I didn't want to go scripted because it's not anything really special. It's just something that's really worth its money. I'm definitely going to start to do more roundup videos and comparing more mousepads to each other as quickly as possible to just get the content out there, because I have tons of mousepads stacked behind me that I still need to do videos on, and I can't get myself to do fully scripted 8-minute videos about that pad that's basically just another clone of an already existing one. So yeah, if you like this type of content, remember to like and subscribe. Peace out.
100 glizzies entering glizzy overdrive. Increasing grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies entering glizzy overdrive.